Welcome back, guys, to a new episode.
This is not the video we thought we were going to be bringing you. We're in the middle of exploring Cape York and we've literally got the caravan parked on the sand and the beach is right there. We had no idea this place existed and I reckon you didn't either. So we can't wait to show you that.
Yeah, last time you saw us, we'd actually signed off at Han River and we thought we would see you again at Cohen. But let's go back to Han River and show you how we got here.
That's right, last week we wrapped up an awesome stay at Hand Crossing deep in the heart of Lakefield National Park. But as every good adventure goes, the plan didn't stick. A tip from fellow travellers had us rethinking everything. Instead of heading west to join the PDR at Musgrave, we're going to turn north and chase the whispers of a hidden beachfront camp near Port Stewart. There's only one catch though. No one could tell us if a caravan would make it through. First stop though, it's Low Lake.
Low Lake. Low Lake.
The first challenge of Low Lake was getting there. It's a tight, winding track, barely wide enough for the van.
Very tight at the start there. We'll see how it goes. It's widened up a bit now, but yeah, I think there'll be a few little pinstripes down the side of the van.
Do you want me to just hold it or?
Yeah, I thought it was dead, but what's
A
that?
few stripes on the van.
Did ya?
Yeah, just dusty ones there.
Low Lake is one of dozens of permanent waterholes that scatter across Lakefield's vast floodplains, remnants of the wet season that transform this region into a crocodile haven. With the drone in the air and eyes scanning every muddy bank, we were on high alert. We knew this was prime saltwater croc territory, and we've been scouring every waterhole that we pass, hoping for a sighting. Low Lake stayed eerily still. No movement, no splash, no sign. Just lilies, bird calls, and the kind of silence that makes you wonder what's watching from beneath the surface. With Low Lake behind us, we push further north, still chasing the promise of that beachfront camp.
There'd be some crocodiles in there, wouldn't there?
Oh, it's just
Looks like it's... We have no idea what to expect. This information for us is about 10 minutes old and we've done limited to no research. We're just running with it and just seeing what we find. So we'll see what we find when we get there. We've got no idea what to expect.
Oh, broncos.
Just a dry crossing. We might see some crocs in. Croc spot, boys. Well, Liz is getting to hone her gate opening and closing skills on this track. We're just coming past Lilyvale Station now, heading on to Llama Llama country, which is the indigenous land here, which is where we're going to be camping tonight. So we'll just keep making our way. We've got about 25 k's to go now, but I think the road is going to go, now that we're past the station, I think it'll be more of a track than a road. This is such a nice drive. Like, this is probably my favourite kind of touring, is dirt road. It's in reasonably good condition. There's a few washouts and creek crossings and gates open and things, but that just breaks up the drive. And the diversity of the landscape, it's shifted so many times in such a short period of time. Easily one of my favourite things about travel and touring Australia. Check out this massive scrub wall up here.
We have such a beautiful country, and I just would encourage everyone to come out and see it because it is so diverse and there's so much to see, and you could never ever in a million years see it all. It's just incredible. I'm actually really surprised by how much I'm enjoying the Cape. If I'm being perfectly honest, I didn't think I would like the Cape, and now it's just like opened up this like realm of adventure again, and it just feels great. Yeah, come out and see the country, it's beautiful.
Alrighty then. So just pulled in at the ranger station here, you pay your fees, register, fill out your form. It's $15 per adult per night, or anyone over the age of 15. Kids under 15 are free. Let's go in. There's 12 campsites here apparently, and she said there's a few people here, so we'll see how we go.
Oh, and then you just pick whatever you want?
Yeah, there's no designated, like there's 12 sites, but there's no designated site. You just pick what you like when you get in there.
This final stretch into Running Creek was slow and soft, with a few obstacles and tight trees. It's a narrow four-wheel drive track that winds through the scrub and sand. With every metre though toward the coast, our sense of anticipation grew. And then, just as the track dipped and the trees thinned, there it was, a wide, empty beach stretching as far as we could see, remote, untouched, and absolutely stunning. This is Cape York. But the challenge wasn't over. The sand is soft out here, and we still had to find ourselves a camp spot without getting bogged.
This is freaking amazing.
What a wicked spot, but man, that was a bit of a mission. Very soft sand once you get out on the beach, but we made it. So we didn't get bogged, that's always a win. And yeah, campsite 4 will do us. All the ones up there are taken. We haven't driven down the other ones, down up to number 12, but we'll just camp here. We've got plenty of solar here, we desperately need it. What a wicked spot. This is like Ningaloo-esque. This is like West Australia camp on the beach type.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And far enough from the water, I'm not worried about crocs for the kids, and yeah, we don't fish, so I don't care about that. That's good.
Perfect.
Kids are already into it.
What do you reckon's going on, Dale?
I'm just wondering if our alternator's on the blink, because things just don't seem to be as charged as I would have thought they would have been after that drive. The start battery is like 12.7. Not too bad. Just the battery in the back is only at 29%, and I'm sure it was at like about that when we left, and we just driven for how long? Probably an hour and a half of driving, and it's still 29%, so I'm just...
It is pretty warm, like...
It's warm, but maybe it's just, yeah, maybe I'm just not catching up with the fridge working harder and stuff. Anyway, that's, what did I say that was? 12 point...
Just a second, Jamesy.
7.3. I'll just start the car and see. Yes, it's only charging at like 2 amps, 3. I just checked it with the multimeter with it running, and it's 13.25 to 13.3, so it's not the most outstanding charge, but it is charging. It is a notoriously bad alternator in these 70 series. I'm just worried because we're about to go and do teletrack and mud and water and all the things that like to kill alternators. So if it's already on the blink, and I don't have a spare with me, but I'm just wondering, yeah, there's not really many options now. It is what it is. But I'll just keep an eye on it, I think. Chicken burritos tonight, or chicken nachos actually. I think we're going to throw these on some corn chips. Probably had enough of wraps for a while.
quick and easy.
Yeah, quick, easy, and using up the fresh ingredients like the salad ingredients that we need to use up. We use them up before they go off, and then work our way into the veggies.
So Nachos makes our like weekly rotation of meals because you really just need to cook either the mince or the like chicken, whatever meat you're doing, and add in the seasoning and you're done. So usually it only takes less than 10 minutes of actual cook time, and all the rest is just prep time, which makes it really good as an off-grid meal for when you're running low on power. This is actually a stunning spot. I cannot believe we have not heard of this one before. Like, I swear Simon has watched almost every Cape York YouTube video that has been ever created. And we were just saying today how different our experience is to what we've watched previously. Like, I didn't expect to see all these beautiful lagoons filled with lilies and things like that, because usually what you see is people like doing gnarly four-wheel drive stuff, and it's just so much more to it than that. There are so many beautiful spots along here. This is wild. I don't think of, you know, like these rugged, remote dirt tracks that then go into woodlands, that then go through swamps, that then come out into rainforests, that then lead out to beaches. And there are only 12 campsites here. Have a go at how big our campsite is. Our campsite pretty much starts at that tree there. It goes all the way across to there. And then there's another vegetation patch. And the next campsite isn't actually until you get to those trees in the distance there. So this is incredibly private for 30 bucks a night. The reviews that we've read on WikiCamps, there was not many, and they were all from over a year ago. Was said that it's great, but watch the wind because it's quite exposed in certain wind conditions. We've got a beautiful weather window at the moment, and I'm just really happy. Even though we know like the car might have some issues, which is a little bit stressful in the background because no one wants car issues up here. And you just spend so much time, energy and money getting your setup to a point where you want to be able to trust it in places like this. And I feel like as soon as we get anywhere, we always have issues. But I mean, that's the breaks of travel. You can get lucky, or you could, have issues as soon as you get incredibly remote. Oh my gosh, look at that kite. The bird life here is out of control. It is wild. Simon's gonna knock up some dinner, and I'm so glad Simon's cooking because he's just so much better at cooking than I am. You do it so well, darling.
Thanks, dear. I think sometimes you just say that to encourage me to cook more so you get out of it more. I'll take it. Compliments accepted. Forgot to cook the capsicum.
That's okay. I'll forgive you.
Just gotta use up the bottle, eh?
Yeah, it'd be rude not to. It'll go bad if you don't drink it.
Well, good morning. I cannot believe how calm it is. There's just hardly any wind. In fact, it was quite a warm night last night because there was hardly any breeze. The breeze is just starting to kick in now. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's already 25 degrees and the breeze is just starting to kick in off the water now. So hopefully we get a little bit of wind because it gets pretty warm otherwise. But yeah, we were just pinching ourselves last night. It's so wild, this part of travel. Like, we always say the best bits are unplanned, but yeah, this is even next level above that. Just staying flexible, go with the flow. This is the beauty of having no bookings, having a bit of spare water on board, plenty of food, is you can just pivot and change your plans, as opportunities arise. And this time, we've been pleasantly rewarded. It's a really, really good spot. Stoked with this. I think this morning we go for a little walk up the beach, check out a few other bits and pieces, and see what the day brings. We're losing one, eh? Where's Jamesy? Uh-oh. beach. WA. Well, this is 12. We should have gone for a drive yesterday when we got here. No, I think there was actually people camped here. I think they just left. But this is campsite 12 right down there, and this is the pick by far. Definitely do a drive and check them out, because if this one's vacant, this is the one you want, although it is a bit more exposed to the wind. So depends on the wind. But on a day like today, it looks absolutely specky. There's actually a bit of grass here, perfect view, and near the last site. But the fishing spot is apparently 500 metres that way, is where everyone's been landing barra. Time for us to turn around and get back. And the kids are over walking, so time to go back for coffee. We haven't had coffee yet. Well, we just avoided a disaster. Don't mind the dishcloth on my shoulder. Yes, I'm a domestic goddess. We store our potatoes and onions in these storers. They're Tupperware storers. And I just opened up the toolbox there to get our outdoor shower out to rinse our feet off before we go back in the van. And this horrendous smell overcame me. And now, if you've ever smelled a rotting potato, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I went for a bit of an investigation and found deep in our potato store a half, well, 3/4 rotten potato. So that's just what I felt like doing this morning, is washing all our potatoes and washing out the container. And this is critical stores for us, because this is our veggies for when all the fresher salad sort of ingredients run out, and the other stuff, which is, we're getting close to that point. Still got a few bits and pieces left to use up, but yeah, I'm glad we saved the old spuds. Dishes now, Liz?
Yeah, let's do dishes. Let's do a tidy up. Get our life sorted. Harrison's vacuum.
Harrison's doing the vacuuming. I'll give you an idea of how hot it is. Our first coffee of the day was an iced coffee. It wasn't even a proper espresso coffee. Well, it was espresso, but not with steamed milk. It was an iced coffee, because it was just too hot to drink coffee, which is how we know it's starting to get warm.
What's going on, honey?
I don't know what to talk about it. We found something that's more gross than the smell of potatoes or bat caves, which is not a competition I really want to continue with, to try and... The kids found a coconut on the beach, and I said it'll be rotten, it'll be disgusting, but I don't know. You know what kids are like. They have to see it and know it for themselves. So I chopped it open with the axe, and it's rank. It is vile. The smell is just like, ugh. Like I was vomiting in my, yuck. And it's like, it was in my hands. I think I've just scrubbed the hell out of my hands. But yeah, just the smell is, ugh. If you've ever smelled rotting coconut, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It's disgusting.
What'd you find, James?
Well, there's a frog in here.
There's a frog in there.
Yeah.
Not a cane toad either.
I saw it.
How was your cane toad?
Yeah, I got a bit of a cane toad scare last night moving the solar panel. And yeah, there was a toad on it, and it was dark. I didn't see it, and I went to pick up the panel, and this massive toad nearly jumped in my face.
You gonna get him?
I'm gonna try. I'm going to try to get him.
You better not jump on me.
He's probably going to get away though.
You got this, buddy.
Okay, build up, eh?
No! No! He's there!
Well, I don't know what's going on with camp bookings at the moment, but we just had some people rock up and say, I think you guys are on our site. So when we arrived, we went and checked in with the ranger, paid our fees, and she said, yep, just go and park up on the beach. There's a few people down there, but just pick a site and find out where you want to be. And that was all well and good. And then we've just had someone rock up and say, hey guys, listen, I think you're on our site. We're booked on site 4, which is where we are. And we said, well, no, we just got told to pick a spot anywhere. And they have booked online, which we didn't even know you could book online. So they've booked online, picked site 4, and we're rocked up and we're here. So look, that's 2 out of 2 for our campsites, where we've, 2 out of 3, sorry. So Cow Power, if you didn't watch that episode, last episode, we had our booking, turned up to our booked campsite in the national park, and someone was already there. We're on the other end of it. So I don't know what's going on. This has never happened to us. In 4 years of travel, we've never had this issue, and it's happened to us twice in a couple of nights. So anyway, we said to those people, look, I think you're free to pick anywhere you like. You don't have to camp right next to us. They weren't going to try and make us move. They were very good about it. But we said, look, I think there's some really good sites where we walked this morning down that way. He was keen to go and check out the river mouth. So he said, look, I might be back, but I'll go and see if there's somewhere else to camp. His problem is he's camping for 2 nights, and then he's worried if he camps where he's not meant to be, or where he doesn't think he's meant to be, that there's going to be a crossover and he's going to end up having to get moved on, and he's in a tent. So I can understand that, but we may end up with someone camped right next to us tonight, or we'll see. They may not come back, but I don't know what's going on. We can't win a trick at the moment. We've finally gotten a spot, plenty of space around, all to ourselves, and we might end up with some other campers right next to us.
With empty campsites all around us, like the beach is literally 2 kilometres long.
Yeah, it seems a bit ridiculous.
And there's 12 campsites on that 2 kilometres.
So he did say that he called in at the ranger station on the way in and there was no one there, so he just made his way down. So he's certainly not in the wrong, and neither are we. It's just one of those things where I think there's 2 different systems and the 2 have crossed over. But anyway, we'll make it work. But it's just one of those funny things where and it's when your expectations don't line up and you think, yep, sweet, we're going to have this place all to ourselves, and then, no, sorry, you're going to have someone camp right next to you. Anyway, all good. It is what it is, but yeah, a bit of a funny one. Time to get out of here. Absolutely beautiful spot, amazing spot, but mosquitoes, holy. Probably the worst mosquitoes we've ever experienced. We all got hammered. Harrison has an allergic reaction to them as well, so he's in struggle street, but we are out of here now. Beautiful spot. I think it's the downside to no wind. I think I said it before, but bugs, mosquitoes, midgies. I don't know, what would you rather? It's hard to say. But anyway, beautiful spot, awesome little find this one. We're gonna continue on now. We're gonna try and find our way out. I have no idea what tracks to take or what roads to take, but somehow you can get from here to Cohen. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it, see what we can find. Let's do it. If we don't get bogged first. First thing's to get off this sand. All right. The first challenge overcome. We got through the soft sand, now we're just going to get through the tight track.
As we leave the ocean behind, following a vague line north in the hope it leads to Cohen, there's no certainty in the road ahead, but just a quiet confidence that somehow we'll find a way through. The dusty track seems easy at first as it winds through the wide stretching woodlands. Then come the mud holes, fallen trees, creek crossings, each with a small reminder that we're not in control of what comes next, but we're more than capable of tackling it. It then begins to close in as the rainforest becomes thick enough to steal the daylight. It's beautiful from above, even more so when you're in it. This is what adventure means to us. It's not the chaos, it's not the drama, it's just the simple truth of being out here figuring it out as we go. We don't tackle these kind of regions in a pursuit of a destination. We're chasing the feeling that comes with getting there, and we're loving every second of it.
They hit the back. Yeah.
That was a pretty steep drop off, but I couldn't go slowly because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to climb out the other side. I'll just have a bit of a check we haven't broken anything.
You take that.
That had a really gnarly steep entry into it. I was trying to avoid the muddiest part of it, like the softest looking part of it. Hopefully it just hit the chassis. Oh, we've still got a step. Oh, it looks like we bent the... Looks like we bent this. I think copped it by the look of that dirt in it. A couple of little gnarly creek crossings that are very, very chewed up. Well, the trouble with this one, we were going to film going through it, but understandably, Liz was a bit nervous about the potential for crocs. Yeah. It's a pretty dicey looking creek. I don't know if you'd get salties up this far anyway, but it's always worth erring on the side of caution. So I was trying to avoid here all that really slippery, muddy looking stuff, but that probably would have been the better option in hindsight, because that steep entry over there, we just dropped in and hit the back of the van. It was deeper than it looks. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Minor damage. Them's the brakes. Cool little road though, good fun. All right, see if this, hopefully the road goes where we think it goes and we actually get to where we want to get to. Some of my maps don't show this road even existing, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's keep going. Well, we've crossed a number of little creeks and waterways along the way, some more gnarly than others. We just got to the first one that's actually named, and it's the Stewart River. And the crossing looks interesting. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a steep entry on this side, and then a soft sandy exit on the other side. So I'm just going to crawl down here a little bit closer to the edge and try and get an idea of what we're dealing with here. This could be a bit interesting. All right, I'm going to put it into low range just in case we need some extra gearing when we climb up the sand, and low range second, and see what happens here. We've got to be careful dropping off this edge with the caravan. Oh, the car's dropping off first, sorry. How far till the caravan drop?
It's dropping now.
Soft, that sand. Whoa, we made it. That was tricky because as I dropped in, I wanted to go really slowly so we didn't wipe out the van, but then by the time the van dropped in, the car was like in the middle of the crossing and just getting onto the soft sand, and when I tried to punch it to get a bit of momentum, it just started to bury, so I had to be a bit careful. And yeah, that was a pretty soft little exit. We got through though. I'm glad we had it in low range. That was the right call because yeah, I'd probably run out of herbs otherwise, but whew, that was a bit of fun. What an adventure this is, eh? Oh man, did not expect this. Did not expect it. I love this stuff though. I do froth on it, as nerve-wracking as it is. If there wasn't crocs in there, it would have been a lot easier to get some better footage for you guys, but neither of us were really keen to walk across the river to get some out-of-car footage. So anyway, that's, you get what you get.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what you don't see is like I'm hanging out the car with like a camera in one hand, a phone in the other, trying to get reels and footage all at the same time. Oh my gosh, it's just, yeah, it's insane. All right, we're gonna keep cruising on through here. Hopefully we'll make it to Cohen. Yeah, what a mission. I love this. It's like a backtrack off a backtrack in the middle of Cape York.
Speaking of reels, if you don't follow us over on Instagram, jump over there and give us a follow there, or Facebook if that's more your thing, or both if you like to share the love. If you want to see more of what we get up to, that's a good spot to see that. As well as that, jump over to our website and you can sign up to our newsletter there where we share a few more bits and pieces in there. And while you're on our website, there's a whole bunch of gear that we use, discounts, stories from the road, all that sort of stuff. Go and have a bit of a look at that. We're very proud of our website. A lot of work's gone into that. And if you want to go another level again and support what we do, Patreon's the place to do it. That's our little community of our nearest and dearest that we get to share a bit more with. So yeah, check out Patreon if that's your thing. That's a good way to support us as well. Otherwise, if you want a fast and free way to support us, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all of you that do that. Cheers, legends. Let's get out to Cohen. Let's go. Man, what an adventure that was. That was wild and completely unplanned. We had no idea this was here. This was not on our radar at all. And I reckon that'll go down as probably one of the highlights, if not the highlight of our Cape trip.
Absolutely.
It's definitely the highlight so far. I thought going through Lakefield and Battle Camp Road and all of that was going to be a highlight, and it was awesome, but this just topped it. Just the adventure, the feeling of remoteness, being in the middle of nowhere, absolutely loved it. So we're now out.
My heart's still pounding from that creek crossing.
Liz is just catching her breath. So we've now just reached the junction, and this is the Port Stewart Road. So Port Stewart is 15 kilometres that way, and Cohen is behind me there, 50 kilometres away. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because Google thinks that 15 k's to Port Stewart will take an hour, and it thinks that direction to Cohen, that 52 k's will take us 3 hours. I don't know. I hope that's wrong. I don't know what we're in for. That could get pretty gnarly, but that's like averaging under 20k an hour. That's like 4-wheel drive track pace. So look, we'll see. We'll let you know. But for now, we're going to chuck a left. And I was going to go and duck into Port Stewart, but if that's just in case that's an hour, I'm just going to leave that one. I'm assuming it's not, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll head out to Cohen. We've got a cute little campsite there. We've got to get some water. We're going to top up on some milk. We need fresh milk. And a few other bits and pieces, but yeah, we're going to get that drive done, eh?
Yeah, let's get it done. All right, thanks for watching, Legends. We'll see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday, guys.
I think it's time for me to go and burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between